Oh man, am I excited today. On today's video, we're talking Filmora 11. Stay tuned. Hey, what's up everyone? Aaron Bowman here. Thanks for coming by and checking out another video. Now, like I said, today we're talking Filmora 11, and this is really cool because they've put in some really thoughtful updates which are going to make your video editing time decrease and make you more efficient. And I cannot wait to show you some of these things. So without me talking anymore, let's go jump on the computer and take a look at some of these new features in Filmora 11. All right, everyone, now we're on the computer with Filmora 11 up and running. Let's take a look at some of the features that are in here. Now, if you don't have a copy of this yet, make sure you use the links down below in the description. You can get it for Mac or PC. And make sure you also like and subscribe to the channel because we're going to go into these new features more in depth. I just don't want to drag this video out too long going into each and every one. So there's one in particular I am going to spend a little time on just because I think it's going to be a huge time saver for the most of us. So some of the things you'll see here is a different layout. You have your new project. You have all these different buttons here to do different things. So you can record your screen, AI portrait, auto highlights, that sort of thing, or the auto reframe. Down here, you have projects that you've worked on, Insta files, and what I think is awesome is the cloud backup, which is going to be huge because now if you're running out of room on your computer, you can upload it to the cloud and have access to it there. Now on the side, you're going to see Create Project, Insta Mode, and Creator Academy. So this is obviously the tab we're on now. If you highlight Insta Mode, these are all the different templates that are already set up. So if you want to do something about business or education, or maybe you wanted to do a family type video, you can do it here. Slideshows, if you're a vlogger, they have different templates, and then you can hit preview or use. Now, if you ever get tired of listening to my voice on some of the videos that I do here on the channel, you can always go to the Creator Academy, and you will see here there's different things that you can do, like the Doctor Strange shields. You can now make that visual effect. So let's go back to Create Project, and let's start a new one. There's all the kiddos. All right, so here we are. And with this, the layout's pretty much the same. There are a few things that we're gonna go over, but let me bring in some media. So again, if you want to import something, you can click up here, or you can click there like I just did, or the little clacker here, and we're gonna bring these three in just to have some fun with them, some stock footage. Now, a lot of the stuff here across the top is the same. Your presets. Now, when you go into your stock media, you're going to see some new things here. So you have your GIFs and you have Pixabay, which now you can get either videos or photos from, and you can download it right to the software, as opposed to before, if you had to get B-roll or something, you're using Pixabay, you'd have to go to Pixabay, you'd have to find the B-roll, you have to download the B-roll, then you would have to upload it, or then you'd have to go and add it to your media folder here on Filmora. So now you don't have to do any of that stuff. They have a ton of stuff here and it's all free. And then Unsplash is another one. So that's new there under stock media, so that tab. And then your audio, you're gonna have a ton of audio options here, which is great, from recommended to what's new, sound effects, environmental sound. So if you're a vlogger and you need some dry wood sound for something, then you can do that. Or if you're shooting a video by a campfire, you need some campfire noises, you can do that, and that's easy as just clicking on it and it will download it for you, and then you can listen to it, which is pretty cool. So that being said, that's music or audio files. Titles, again, there's going to be a bunch of titles in here, and you'll see some of the stuff that has this little pink diamond. That's film stock. I'm a subscriber to that, so I actually get other things outside of the free stuff that's available. So again, you have downloads, customs, recommended, what's new, metaverse. You'll see a metaverse in a bunch of these because it's a new thing, and then what's trending. And again, if you are looking for something you're not quite sure, you can just type it into the search box and it will come up for you. Now, as far as transitions, there's a whole bunch of transitions, and I usually stick with the ripple dissolve or the speed blur or warp, if I could talk properly. And again, there's a whole bunch here you can go through, you can test them out, you can look at, again, any that you might get from film stock. So we can look at the recommended ones, and then it kind of shows you a little preview if you just put your mouse over it, and then you can just download it if you want to. So those are your transitions. Now with Filmora 11, like I said, there's some time saver stuff, and we're going to go into that in a second. Now, here is another new thing. So you have your AI portrait in here. So let's say you want to have something that's like a little freeze frame effect, or you want to add like a glitch effect to it. You can do that right there very simply by adding those to your timeline, to whatever you're working on. But where is it? Oh, there it is. So you have your Boris effect, and then you have your, where is it? New blue effects. So I've tried downloading these a couple times. I am on a beta version, so I think it's either that or my recording software that's kind of making it glitch a little bit. So if you do see something not work right, it's because I am on a beta. This hasn't been released, or by the time you watch this video, it'll be released. And so those are some different effects that you can add to your videos, which is really cool. Now, Elements have gotten some upgrades again. You have your metaverse there. You can again see what's trending. So this is kind of cool. And then you can look at effects. So you have your fire, explosion, smoke, all different things that you can add into your videos that make it super, super easy. So I think that's really cool. And they've broken this up really well. So you can look for certain things. If you needed a countdown timer, here it is. You can add it to your video. And then you have your split screens. You can download a bunch of different variations, or you can have just your basics. But what I want to do now that we've kind of looked at all these, and we'll go into these in depth more in other videos, we'll show how to use this stuff. And what I want to do right now is get into one of my favorite features so far. So no, I don't want to bring all those in. There we go. Let's just bring in this nice lady running here, move our playhead a little bit. So here's the video of her just running, just some B-roll, right? Lady running. Now, let's say I wanted to color correct this. So you're going to have your color correction here. You're going to have your speed here, or your time. And I'll show you the speed ramping. That's what I really want to talk about. Then your regular tracking and your keyframes. So let's click on this. Let's go down to speed ramping. And it's going to bring up this right here, which is awesome. And with the speed ramping, there are some presets. So you can pick some of these, or you can customize your own. You can do uniform speed. So what I like, we'll just jump right into it, right into the bullet time. Now watch how easy this is. I have my clip highlighted. I hit bullet time, bam, done. So now I can see it here on the graph. I can change it if I need to by moving the keyframes around. And so now it's going to look like this. So it's going to be fast, slowing down, like the bullet time from the Matrix, and then fast again. Super easy compared to what I used to have to do this. Now, let's say I want to reset it. I can reset it. Or if I want to bring this out a little bit longer for the speed, now it'll make it where I can save it as a preset, which is really cool too. So we're just going to reset it, and let's go to flash in. So now it's changed the line again, and this is what it would look like for a flash in. So we're running fast, really fast, and then it just gives you that slow-mo exit, which is pretty cool. Transition into something else. So for me personally, this is by far my favorite feature so far. I've been playing with this for a little while now, and this just makes it so much easier. Now, this is jumper. So you have your hero, your montage. So let's take a look at this one here, the hero one. So this one's pretty cool because it kind of comes in slow, then it speeds up, then it slows down again, and then it starts to speed back up and out. So again, I can change all this stuff to make it fit my needs, which is really cool. So let's just say okay for that one. And let's say I want to have this fireworks display. Yeah, we'll keep it the same. And then I want to put this guy in the fireworks display. So we'll move our playhead over here. So again, the green screen stuff's still the same way. You can just go over here, click to the screen, gets rid of it. You can adjust it, offset, feather, what have you. And we're just going to hit OK for today's purposes. Then click on the little preview panel up here, and we're going to shrink this guy down. So if you want to make it look like you're in the Grand Canyon or somewhere in one of your videos, you can do that. Just make sure you shoot yourself with a green screen. So when we're doing this, we'll see the fireworks in the background is what we want to focus on here. They're kind of doing their thing. Now maybe I want to add some pizzazz to that. There's a word I haven't used in a while, some pizzazz. And we're going to go back over to our speed ramping. And again, you can still do the regular speed ramping before, like you did before, and I'll explain in a second. So let's see, why didn't that go where I want it to? Speed ramping. Now,
When I used to do this before, I used to find my spot I wanted to speed up. I would have to cut it in the clip, move it forward, cut it again, speed that part up, slow those parts down. And again, this is just so much easier. So let's do that bullet time one more time for this bottom one. So now it's brought it there. We're going to shrink it a little bit so it matches the clip. So now when we do this, we have fast fireworks, and then we get that cool slow-mo bullet time, which is just awesome. So if you're doing anything that needs it, now it's just a click instead of having to spend the 5 or 10 minutes getting it just right, dragging your clips around, stuff like that. This just makes it so much easier. So that's one of my favorite things so far out of all this. And again, everything else is still like, you can still do slow, fast, normal. You can still do your freeze frames. You can still do your crop, pan, and zooms and all that stuff. All that stuff's still here. They've just added some really cool features, and those being this bullet time, or the speed ramping, which is huge, and then the different effects through Boris or through the new blue. And again, I'm going to try downloading these, and the way it works is, you just click on it, hit download, and it starts downloading it. Now it'll probably do it because I'm recording, but that's how it would be done when you get the software. So again, make sure that you use the links in the description, get yourself a copy either for Mac or PC, and let me know in the comments how you're going to use some of these new features. Now let's get off the computer.
All right, so that is Filmora 11. That's a big, brief overview. I did spend some time on the speed ramping. I am going to dive deeper into some of the other features on here, but I think overall this is really going to help you save on time when it comes to editing videos. I know it is for me. So if you haven't gotten a copy yet, make sure you go down to the link down below and get it for either Mac or PC. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way there, when I kick out these new videos, you will know. I'm trying to do 2 a month. So, definitely come back for that, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.